Hey everyone, it's Mochi, and welcome back to a little bit of Divinity Original Sin. Now, last time we spent like the whole episode just kind of walking around Seal. We just got to Seal. Okay, yeah, quick recap. This is your first time watching. Accidentally killed two guards because of an argument gone wrong between me and myself. We returned a shell to the ocean. We stopped a fire that was happening on a ship, and we met a wizard who invited us into town, and we actually found a new companion named Beardot or something like that. They are an archer. They are a feral woman who is in a cage, and it's actually pretty easy to get them to join us. So that's everything that's happened so far. Now, in terms of actual plot, I feel like not much has happened because I've been spending just so much time exploring and trying to like look at the game and understand its mechanics. But I feel like in this episode, we're gonna finally see what's happening in the story as we investigate the murder. So, oh yeah, one other thing. Right at the end of last episode, I kind of got involved in a crime, and it was awkward because one of my characters, Mochi, encouraged someone to go steal a fish. Shortly after, that person was caught by a guard, and then the guard decided to speak to Dango, who is a much more, I guess, honest and honorable fella, and he actually condemned that person probably to their death. So, my bad, y'all. We've got that Elrond's House of Healing. I wonder if that's just like a vendor who sells healing goods, or what's going on in here. Interesting. Evelyn. Now Evelyn is, I think, a
So,
quest
which of
marker.
you is more deserving of life?
No, that's
Come,
Esmeralda.
make your case.
He was more deserving of life. I don't know what's going on in there.
Tomatoes.
All right, so this also, we look to be in a market. This person looks to sell apothecary stuff, potions maybe. This person, there you go. This person's selling food, fish, paintings. All right, what do we want to do first today? I think that it's time. Maybe we're going to meet with the captain before we investigate the crime scene, or is it better to investigate the crime scene with a fresh perspective without any biases put on us by the townsfolk? You know, I kind of like how that sounds. So would this be, yeah, this would be the inn, I believe, is where the murder happened, at the King Crab Inn. We do.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight.
Well, yeah, that is me. I am the hero that everyone's talking about. Now, I will say I am a little bit sussed and suspicious of the fact that you're buttering me up so much. So, I mean, what are you gonna ask for from me?
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
Do you want to be your own boss? Do you want to make $1,000 a week running your own company? Well, let me tell you about a skincare company where you can buy products from us and then you sell them to your friends and family. And the best part yet, if you actually get one of your friends to join the company as well, you're going to get 20% of their profit. How does that sound? And you are?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them.
Let me guess. You have a miracle drug made of snake oil.
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
All you have to do is sign up for my drop shipping course, and I'll teach you how to unlock your inner potential. Of course I like adventure. How could someone in my profession not?
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. Adventure is what we live
Quite
for.
right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here, you and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path, the rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless.
Mendius, I get the sense that you've never actually been in a goblin ambush, my friend.
Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense.
True.
Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Before I forget, I have to put a timer on my phone because every episode that I start with the intention of just playing for 45 minutes. And next thing you know, I'm like an hour and 10 minutes in. So sorry about that. Now, I do agree with you, Mendius. Earlier on, I stopped a burning ship from going under, and I wasn't even compensated for that. So, you know, you're speaking to me. Well, I can't say that I haven't. I don't know, Dango, though, riches do not interest me, actually.
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
But a rogue? Really, I wouldn't mind earning an extra penny here and there.
I wouldn't mind earning an extra penny here and there.
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive mainly because it is alluring. And riches are so very alluring.
What a good talker. Can I just say, if you ever encounter someone who's like too good of a talker in real life, do you get suspicious or is that just me? Like, I always think like, damn, you're really good at talking, but what made you so good at talking? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, why are you so good at talking?
Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
I don't know, Mendius. Honestly, I kind of believe that every day offers a little bit of variety to those with eyes to see it. You know, you wake up every day as a slightly different person and the world is slightly different. You know what I mean? Even if you are doing the same thing, it never is the same thing. There's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
There's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
Yeah, I like that basically every dialogue encounter comes down to me
You
arguing with
disagree
myself
with
because
one
of my
another.
rogue and my
But
knight.
that proves you are firm-willed, that you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you deserve.
Hey Mendius, I'm supposed to be solving a crime here. Can we speed this up a little bit? Tell me more.
And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it.
Well, I do like Marvel, and I do like the Fantastic Four, so you know what? Tell me a little bit more about the Fabulous Five.
Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlock.
Okay.
Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls.
Cleanse our souls? Buddy, the last part sounds a little cult-like. But
You'd
tell me
like
more.
nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, If you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
Well, I would like to enlist, but beforehand, tell me what the Fabulous Five actually does.
What a gem of a question. Straight as an
This
arrow,
guy.
sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you.
I don't even know what meritorious means. Is that a real world? I gotta look that
Now,
up after.
to join the Fabulous Five is to join
Meritorious.
a
Maybe it's
fellowship,
about merit?
to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed
I'm a
upon
knight.
you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
I mean, so far this doesn't sound so bad. Joining a fraternity and working.
Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous
That's so
Five,
funny.
and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship,
Mm,
you
mm.
will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful?
It is wonderful. The whole organization kind of takes the shape of a large triangle, a structure sort of like the Egyptian pyramids, if you will. And if that phrase makes you feel uncomfortable, well, you can just think of it as a multi-level marketing machine.
By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat.
Oh, I would like to be part of a family.
Fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Rivellon. You will make the stars shine all the brighter. And you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like?
Now I know that this is a sketchy company and that this is a multi-level marketing whatever, but much like in my real life, sometimes you just gotta do something for the lore, for the bit, and for the character development. You know, sometimes you just gotta put yourself in the situation because it's a situation. So I would like to enlist.
Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver, and just like that, snap! You're part of the family. All I need is your lovely little autograph. What do you say?
I should read this document. Join a guild, better the world, earn a lot of gold. Yes, count me in.
Join a guild. Better the world. Earn a lot of gold. Yes, count me in.
And I mean, I want to join. I do want to join. So you know what?
And me! May all the riches in the world be ours!
Let's pretend that Mochi is a little bit naive right now.
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous is the word. You may not realize it yet, but your fortunes, your very life is about to change for the better. So let us not dilly-dally. To business. Your first assignment is ready and waiting if you're ready and willing.
I am. It's so funny that I can recommend that the sailors join here. I don't know if that's like the natural progression of their quest or if there's other places that I can find work for them, but until I know more, I'm not going to condemn them to this pyramid scheme because I not only did I not save their boat, but I also set them up for failure. I'm not going to do that. So, you know, about my assignment.
Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard.
Yeah.
Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous Five material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed, malfunctioned with tragic consequences.
Okay.
One of them was a big lumbering apparatus, a frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozens,
A
piloted as
Gundam,
it
huh?
was by a trained legionnaire. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves. Now ask yourself, what if it comes back? It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued.
I'm a little surprised. I thought that this guy was going to give me like a fake assignment, something like go recruit a member or something like that.
Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the fabulous five. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend. Find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from Mayor Cecil in the name of our hallowed guild. Easy money.
Now maybe the scheme here is that he is actually sending us to our death. You know what I mean? Like maybe this automatron is a very strong enemy and he needs our signatures for something, and he's literally giving us a quest that will result in us dying. But that is interesting to know. I mean, I feel like eventually we'll be able to take on that thing, right? You're not worried about the undead that are out and about?
They call the undead a problem, my friend. But those who know the ways of the fabulous five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks. Or from cold dead, full stop.
Okay, you know what would be an even funnier twist if this was like an actual adventurers guild and this guy's just doing a really bad job portraying them. Alright, so I have joined an adventurers guild called the Fabulous Five. I don't know if that makes me part of the five or if there is like 5 adventurers who run the guild. Of some renown? Alright, Duke of Farrell. Who are you?
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
Ah, okay. I guess people are kind of already have their guards up, huh? Tell me about yourself.
I am the Duke of Farrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
Actually, no one has brought you up. Should I have heard of you? I almost don't want to ask him what he knows about the Jake's murder yet. Okay, let's go look at the crime scene before I start interrogating people. We do look like we have a lot of characters in here.
Tell me, Alistair,
I think I could talk to the barkeep.
challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge.
Fortune!
Oh, my good man.
Should be so lucky
Drink,
to be
you
defeated
please.
by Alistair the Great.
I wonder if this
They
is
say
the
he's
Fabulous
privy to
Five.
ancient and
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or 3, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
Tell me about yourself. Oh, and I see an option to talk about the sailors, so it looks like I can find them somewhere. Tell me about
The name's
yourself.
Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the King Crab's older than that by a long shot.
Okay, so he's been working here for 2 decades. That makes him
All you see
pretty
before you
trustworthy,
is the
I think.
manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone. No questions asked.
How is business around here?
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Yeah, tell me about the night of the
That
murder.
room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same.
Okay, who is this Esmeralda person? I feel like maybe that's in my log, which I can't access at the
I
moment.
saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Councilor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
I feel like it's weird to ask someone you're interrogating if they suspect anyone, but I mean, I guess that could give us some intel.
Councilor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
One last question. I know this seems very unrelated to the case at hand, but would you happen to have any work for a trio of sailors?
3 hopeless sailors? Truly wish I could help you, but I'm barely keeping afloat as it is.
All right, I'll take my leave. Let me just revisit my log real quick because I don't remember any details on this Esmeralda.
Oh, my good man.
Oh, okay, so Councilor Jake was killed, and the coffin we dug up was actually supposed to be his coffin. Inside of it, we found a sheep. I was wondering why it was relevant that we dug up a coffin and there was a sheep in it, but that means the councilor's corpse has been taken. So that is actually incredibly relevant to the investigation. Okay. And okay, I'm glad that I did that. Now, tell me a little bit more about this Esmeralda. Is there anything in here about this? We also apparently we need to speak to the captain of the Legion before we can even see the scene of the murder.
Tell me, Alistair,
And Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Okay. Sorry guys, it's just I don't have the best memory in the world. So people are saying that his wife is a
they say
sorceress.
he's privy to ancient and arcane
And we
science,
saw a woman
likes of which
who
I
was
doubt
cloaked
you
go into the
have
scene of the crime with a man who was cloaked. It might have not even been Councilor Jake, but they did find his murdered body. So, no, I mean, like, what I mean by that is maybe his body was brought in through the window, if the window was even an option to get in and out of the room. Where is this room? Ah, that looks like it. Let's talk to this legionnaire real quick. He'll probably tell us that we need permission from the captain.
Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but
All right, we're gonna have to speak to the captain. Francis can't see. Well, I do want to prioritize investigating the scene of the crime before we talk to too many people. So let's go get our permission to do that. That would be all the way over there.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
This is the cook's house. And this, I think, is where we want to be. Yeah, I can see all these objective markers. Why are there so many objective markers? Okay, our horror study. Let's go talk to the captain of the Legion. What are you reading? Ooh, you have a diary? And I think I've already read The String Enthusiast Volume 1. In fact, I've read Volume 2 too, if you want to borrow it. I'm just trying to click on
What
it.
have we here, then? The so-called
So-called, huh?
sorcerer, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Okay, so this guy, automatically, you can tell he doesn't like us that much. I wonder why. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into dribbling hordes of their own misshapen number.
Okay, so it seems like even though there's been undead hordes for a while, it seems like we are not successful in keeping them away. Let's discuss Jake's
Gods
murder.
above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot.
So, you know, maybe it's not personal. Maybe he has nothing against source hunters. Maybe he's just an asshole.
Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
Okay.
The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
So, okay. I have the ability to keep this guy in updated with the investigation. I can tell him about Jake's corpse having been taken. Now, he strikes me on first impression as not someone who is necessarily involved in the murder of Councilor Jake, but is just someone who's going to be kind of in the way of us investigating. I don't know how much information I want to give him, but I definitely do want to hear his take on Jake's wife, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm also getting the impression that maybe source hunters are not the most reliable people. We do almost sound like a religious order who is doing some kind of inquisition.
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
Oh, I'm curious. I'm gonna tell him about Jake's corpse.
I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely.
Well, I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds real bad. I wasn't robbing the grave of a councilor. I need you to understand there was a dog barking, and there was also a giant interactable heap. And I just happened to have a shovel in my backyard, in my backpack. So it looked bad, but...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hire yourself to Roberts, the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him.
Okay, look, that's not a bad thing to suggest, actually. What are the additional questions?
If you must.
How are you enjoying Siseel? Like a dude who has no patience for us. I'm just like, excuse me, sir. Can you just tell me how you've been enjoying Siseel? But I would like to know, what are the orcs doing on the beach?
I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion.
So, Ahu's magical machines keeps coming up, so I wonder if at some point those, I almost said baristas, they will, like, go down and the city will be attacked. I'm curious. Ahu tells me a sect might be working around Siseel. I feel like Aureus is not going to have any time for that because he's not into superstition. Tell me a little bit more about the Legion.
We are the pride of Rivalon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
Okay, I understand. You're a soldier at heart. You don't have any time for the magic or superstitions. And your main problem is the undead?
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of our who's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
So I'm also getting the impression that Aureus, the soldier, has been stationed here and might not actually want to be in Seal. So I'm not going to ask him how his experience has been. I'm going to actually take my leave. Oops, I'm a detective. That's how I feel right now. Alright, I'm going to leave your stuff alone for now. I haven't noticed any like day-night cycle in the game as far as I can tell. Wait, this is Beardor's bow? Hold up. Is Beardor's bow? I didn't even equip the bow I gave her, but is it better? It is a lot better. Holy macaroni. Okay. Incredible, incredible. I'm so glad that I noticed that. So we have access to the crime scene now, so let's double back. What is this? What's going on here? Some large X on the map. Is this our map? Hard to tell right now. Hard to tell if that's relevant or if that's just a decoration, you know?
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
So we can interview this Duke of Farrell. I wish we could talk to animals right now. My subscribers have... Wait, attitude minus 25. Why? Wait, attitude minus 25. Why? What did I do? Interesting. I want... Well, let's not fret about that right now. Let's tell this guy that we have some permission to...
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received.
Well,
Captain
I've spoken to
Aureus'
Aureus,
explicit
and you can let me inside,
Not
please.
exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he?
Okay.
Well,
Well
your
known.
reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
I like this guy. He has a sense of humor. Let me just hit a F5 real quick. All right, what do we have going on here? We've got a starstone, a candle holder, pillow, mirror, painting of a woman that has been... I mean, yeah, it looks like something almost exploded. Exploded in here, huh? I wonder if that was Councilor Jake. What? Okay.
What happened?
Excuse me?
Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Am I about to meet my guardian? Is this Baldur's Gate 3? Let me also quickly level my characters up. Now, I have had many suggestions on what I should be putting into my characters. Charisma seems like it's going to be important. Telekinesis seems like it's going to be important, but I think the first thing that I want to do is actually get the Talk to Animals perk. Now, am I blind? Don't tell me that the Talk to Animals was only available at the start of the game. I think, guys, I made a huge mistake. No, it's talents. It's talents, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I got scared for a second. All right, we're taking Pet Pal. I think that's gonna be really important. And I think on my character that takes Pet Pal, it's going to be important to have some charisma to, like, you know, let's say an animal knows something, really want to be able to coax it out of them. So now I know telekinesis is important, but I think that I'm going to start with the pet pal and charisma because I think it's going to open up lots of doors for an investigation. While I feel like with telekinesis, anything that we need, we can always circle back to. So once again, I'm not really investing in my own strength here with Dango, but I feel like this is going to be great for the story. And for Mochi, what direction do we want to go? So we can pick up a talent. All skilled up gives you 2 extra ability points. Oh, ability points. Wow. Hey, that seems pretty big. Now, Mochi is going to be used for sneaking, lockpicking, pickpocketing. I mean, maybe telekinesis could also be useful on Mochi for all of that, for stealing items and things like that. Ooh, and if they're stealing items, we might want to give him some bartering points. Now, you know, pickpocketing, it's a bit of a slippery slope in these RPGs, because if you invest too highly in it, you kind of feel like you need to pickpocket everybody. And I feel like oftentimes it can lead to you being a little bit overpowered if you can get that many resources from people. Now, people have warned me that this is a difficult game, so maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. You know what? Mochi's a rogue. I'm playing... Oh, another thing people told me is that I want all my characters to be able to create certain elemental interactions. So I guess another thing I could consider is putting a point in something like Geomancer or Pyrokinetic. You know, and I'm a little bit concerned about how strong I am in combat. So, you know, maybe instead of pickpocketing, hold up. Sorry, a lot of things are going through my mind right now. But you know what? I think we're going to be in town for a little bit investigating. So I am going to put it in pickpocketing. We do have flasks and throwables, you know. It's not the worst thing in the world. All skilled up seems really good, but I think I might want to wait until I hit a point where I can invest in some level 2 abilities. Each heals you when standing in blood. I feel like that could be good, right? Like I've got if I'm not rocking Eviscerate, but I guess if I was rocking Eviscerate, I would have the ability to stand in their blood. Giving me +2 bonus for detecting traps and secrets could be really good, actually. Oh, interesting. With pinpoint, your grenade throws will never miss. So I think in a previous episode, I threw a grenade and it did not land where I wanted it to. So it looks like there is a miss chance. And considering that Mochi is going to probably rely heavily on grenades, I might take pinpoint, because that would mean that I could craft and equip grenades to Mochi instead of investing in spells when Mochi is a rogue and is not really a spell caster. So you know what? I just convinced myself we will have pinpoint. Now, what is going on here? What is going on here? Who is this guy? Looks like my warrior from Final Fantasy XIV. Wait a sec, is this the Fabulous Five? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not the Fabulous Five. If it is, maybe this is the 5th guy. Wait, what is this? Is this even a guy? Excuse me? What? Oh my gosh, it's a goblin. Okay. From this angle, I'm not even kidding you. I thought it was a pair of legs with a damn turkey sitting on top of it. Like I thought that this was like the turkey breast and these were the turkey legs. And I was like, what? My brain was fried. I was like, what am I looking at here?
Terrible, terrible, terrible. It will consume us all.
Uh-oh. Guy just discovering Galactus for the first time. Let's talk to him with Dango.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
I got lost. My bad. The end of space and time? Are you mad?
Perhaps my newfound comrade, but that is hardly our chiefest concern. We stand on a tiny vestige of space and time, and the ground is fast shrinking beneath our feet.
Zigzag just discovered existentialism.
It's good you appeared, however you did it, precisely when and where you did, or you might have found yourself free floating in empty space.
Okay, someone explain what's going on here.
But I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zigzag the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is, and hopefully all that is to be.
Okay, Zigzags, are you like a god or something? Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have.
Can you put that in layman terms for me?
Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
I'm not gonna say out with it, Sir Imp. Can you tell me, or sorry, how can time come to an end?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
You know,
Hey.
I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then
Is
we
this
better
normal for you
appease
guys,
and have a
though?
look through the looking lens.
Because, like, it does seem like we are, in fact, no longer on this earth. Oh my god, my poor guy lives like this. Yeah, I love these stacks of books as well. Is there anything in this? Should I steal his vials? I feel like he needs that for the job. Okay, let's look through this telescope. What's going on here? Ooh, cutscene. Oh my god.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's...
Oh.
The portal has become active. Fantastic. Astounding. Onward we should go.
I don't really know what's going on here, sir, but sometimes you just have to go along with things for the plot.
Portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away.
Hey, is the true end moving further away, or are you just happy to see me? Okay, so once again, I gotta compliment this game for having like layers of plot. You know what I mean? Introducing us to like hordes of orcs invading, and there's this mysterious murderer with foul magic at play. And now we're also learning that there's the existential threat of the end of time. This does feel like an amazing D&D campaign. You know what I mean?
Those torches, a light! This portal active! captive once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Yeah, can we discuss? I just saw a dragon, and I don't really know what I saw.
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it.
You know, one thing that I also learned from talking to subscribers in the comments was that this is like chronologically, I think, the first game or like the second game. So it seems that whatever events happen in this game are going to go on to affect the rest of the series. So it's kind of interesting to know that.
It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean.
So there's a void dragon.
I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
So this dragon can consume time. Okay, interesting. You believe we are somehow connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite.
Okay.
Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd consider one incident a pattern, but I see what you're saying. What lies beyond this portal?
Though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered.
Okay.
In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than...
Every last question? Like, should I text her?
But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Look, I don't see another way out of here, so through the portal then.
After you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side.
You know, I went into this episode today being like, we're gonna start investigating a murder, and now I have no idea what's going on. Okay, to the Homestead Hall.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is. Come, don't delay.
What the heck? Okay, I thought this was gonna take us
Has spotted exactly
back.
who and what he'd hoped to find here.
The inn. Wow, okay. This is a large place. Are these more portals? I wonder if we're discovering like a Nexus world, kind of like in Dark Souls, how you have like Firelink Shrine and it takes you everywhere. I wonder if we're discovering something like that right now. I'm gonna guess these are more portals. Yeah, okay. Okay. I think I get what you're putting down. And look, over here I see different... This is a portal to the Nether Realm. This is a portal to some jungle biome. We got a snow portal. We got a lightning portal. What is this? Oh, hello. Who up playing with their electric stones right now? Oh, vases that we can loot. My favorite. And this is why we do it every time. You know, you think you might just find nothing. Instead, I found a leg of lamb. Oh, what is this? The Weaver of Time. Whoa. What is this? Okay, another portal. A chest. The last chest. I shouldn't click on it yet. Yeah, I like what this game is putting down.
The last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
Okay, it's like finding the One Piece, huh? I need the 4 poneglyphs. All right, let's figure out what's going on here. I do see 4 pairs.
Milady, the Weaver of Time, Mother of History, Author of all that that has ever been.
She is giving mother right now?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Codependent relationship?
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
So this person weaves the time, and then Zigzags is the one who records the time. Do you know what that kind of reminds me of? That reminds me of the concept of, like, you can have an omniscient being and an omnipotent being, but you can't have both. And I wonder if Zigzag is kind of like, he's the one, by chronicling it, he actually creates it, while the Weaver of Time, like, knows everything that happens, but cannot actually do anything about it. Am I making any sense? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
Maybe you guys were not meant to meet.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
I'm not going to be rude to the Weaver of Time, man. It was a stone, a strange stone that zapped us from where we stood in Rivellon to this plane among the stars.
Stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
I mean, I guess I did level up when I touched it, yeah. That's what happened.
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
I am Neo. I am the one.
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
There's like 5 stones, and you gotta put them in this big metal glove. What is this Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Oh, I see. It's those gashes, huh?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
Okay.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Before I forget, I have this really cool opportunity for both of you. If you're looking for new work, and if you're bored of living in this extra-dimensional plane, I've recently joined a group of adventurers called the Fabulous Five, and we're looking for new members. In fact, I will get a portion of your revenue if you join.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
I mean, look. when life comes knocking at your door, you got to pick up the opportunity. I'm not going to say that we're not going to do this because it's not part of our mission. We can't even complete the mission if all of time is destroyed. So if these stones can heal history, then we must seek them out.
Indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
I'm a star. I was born this way.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the Void's insatiable hunger.
Well, we can't have that happen, right?
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Yeah, I think I have some spare time for that. I love a side quest. I'm not going to say no. Ooh, okay, we discussed this amongst ourselves.
A moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
I can't deny our reaction to the Starstone. I mean, look around you, Mochi. We are in an extra-dimensional realm. Clearly something is going on
We
here.
can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth...
Ooh, romantic. Alright, we accept your quest, Weaver of
How
Time.
welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
Alright. I'm not gonna ask the Weaver.
I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
Alright. I would like to end the video here. I feel like we're probably leaving here soon, but I would like to talk a little bit more to the Weaver if it's possible. And also a little bit more to Zigzag. So, was not expecting this. I was expecting to put on my Sherlock hat and do a little bit of deduction, maybe some interviews. But now we are learning about an existential threat that is starting to destroy the whole of Rivellon. So, one more side quest to pursue in our log. I mean, if we can save Ishmael, we can probably save everybody, am I right? Anyways, thanks for joining along. If you're looking for combat and action, I'm sorry that there hasn't been much of that. I'm just kind of taking things at my own pace, trying to explore things. I'm sure there'll be lots of combat in the future. Anyways, have a nice day. See you guys later.